Hey guys, it's GetKey20122. Before we get started with today's video, I would like to draw attention to another nickname that was suggested. Once again, today's nickname has been suggested by UberDan, who has suggested a new nickname for Hoppip. And UberDan suggested Grace for Hoppip's nickname, not only because Hoppip is a female, but also I assume because it moves gracefully along the wind. So there you go, UberDan. Hoppip has now been nicknamed thanks to you. Now, on with the video. Hello everybody, my name is GetKey20122 and welcome back to Pokémon Fire Red. Last time, we explored the surrounding area of 5 islands, battling many trainers and interacted with a lot of unique and interesting people. We helped honor a fallen Onyx, we saved a woman inside of a lost cave that was in no way grateful, and we got ourselves a Pokémon egg from a very nice old man. This time, we're going to be moving past 5 Island, as we have one more island that we need to explore. And boy, is this island going to be a handful. I'm going to tell you right now. We're going to be going to Sevii Island, the final of the Sevii Islands. So first of all, we're back to this awesome Violet City music, and the first item of business I have is that I need to sell some items, because I have a lot of items that I can sell that I really need to be selling. And since we're here, let's talk to some locals. Okay, preparations are complete for me to explore the ruins. Alright. Pokemon have personalities of their own, just like people. My Pikachu has a hasty nature, so it grew to be a speedy Pokemon. Interesting, explicitly talk about natures. I need a fish on Sevii Island. That will complete my fishing tour of the Sevii Islands. I'd better stock up on some Pokeballs first, though. You know what? I should probably do that too. I was running low on Ultra Balls in the last episode. Now we've gotten that little dude taken care of, let's talk to some more locals. These islands are called the Sevii Islands because there are 7. Or at least that's what the young people believe. The truth is, these islands are so named because they said to have been made in 7 days. Interesting. Kind of bringing in the biblical direction of things. What do you have to say, old lady? I may not look like much now, but when I was younger, I flew everywhere, challenging trainers wherever I found them. Now, my only source of enjoyment is reminiscing about the past while watching battles. Now, you might be thinking that those boxes back there seem suspicious and that there seems to be a door behind it, right? Well, we're not going to be able to do anything about this. Unfortunately, there is no way for me to access this. Anyway, this island has been left virtually untouched in its natural state. It could be a little difficult to hike around because of that. That's perfectly fine. Let's go to the Pokemon Center real quick because there are a couple of changes that I do want to make, and again, I want to talk to more locals. First thing I want to do, at least for today, and I know that it may disappoint some of you, I'm going to be depositing our egg into the PC. You are fully capable of putting away the egg temporarily if you want to do this. And I really need to have all my best guys with me during this particular episode. Because what we're going to be doing today is extremely battle heavy. And so I really need to have all hands on deck for this one. If you're confident, you should check out Trainer Tower. We absolutely will. On this island, different events occur depending on connections. What are those connections? They are for you to discover on your own. Yeah, more things I can't do. Did you ride a Seagull ferry to get here? There are at least 10 of those high-speed ships. I don't know where they all go, though. I imagine some other place to dry dock or something. Now then, there isn't a whole lot to do on the main island, but of course there are 2 different directions that we can take this. And for today, I want to head north, because we are going to be heading towards the Trainer Tower, and let me tell you, this is going to be a crazy battle-heavy episode. Somewhere in this island, peculiar Pokemon are sleeping. What are you talking about? And Rodna grew to level 59 during this battle. Thank you, EXP share. What an amazing trainer! Okay, now then, we want to head up this way. It's actually one more trainer, I think, here. I sense your approach. Well, the only times for that particular overworld sprite is actually a full-on trainer, but at least we get to see the new Psychic Dario. Wait, are you related to Dario Brando? No, probably not. He has a Girafarig. This particular Pokemon we are not going to be able to obtain during our journey, but Girafarig is a pretty interesting Pokemon. It's a normal Psychic type, and its name is actually a palindrome, of all things. So, there is that. Give up. I will never give up, Dario Brando. And we're going to surf north of here. And we find ourselves properly at the Trainer Tower entrance. Rise to the challenge, trainers. This place is awesome. Some really cool stuff for us. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. Would you like to heal a Pokemon? Of course I will. Now, what do you have to say, guy? Never mind battling. These stairs, they're tougher than any battle. Haha. I'm here to see how good I am. I wonder what kinds of trainers are waiting for me. It's nerve-wracking. So this is the Trainer Tower. You're probably thinking to yourself that there is, you know, in every other game, there's always some sort of battle tower, battle facility where you fight a bunch of super powerful trainers that have really good optimized Pokemon with optimized stats and movesets, and they're supremely powerful, and you're very restricted as to what you're able to do. But that is not entirely the case here. While there are Pokemon that you can fight here, and there are like lots of Pokemon that have like kind of varying degrees of difficulty to take down, the truth is, the fights that you do here are relatively fixed. There are only certain Pokemon that you're able to fight here from specific trainers, and you are actually able to use items both during and in between battles. You're not really limited to what Pokemon you can use, and you're actually able to get away with a lot of stuff. This is actually another place I would recommend having a Pokemon with Thief on, because you can actually steal the opposing trainer's Pokemon's items here, and like fully keep them for yourself. So there's a lot that we can do here, and there's a lot that we're going to do here. Like I said, it's going to be very battle heavy, but I'm going to try my best to put my Pokemon to what is supposed to be the ultimate test. Hello. Welcome to Trainer Tower, where trainers gather from all over. Trainers are awaiting your challenge up to the 8th floor. Would you like to challenge the waiting trainers? Absolutely. So there are 4 different modes that we are going to be doing here. To keep it relatively simple, I'm going to start out with single mode, and we'll explain how that goes. Okay, I'll get the clock started, so give it everything you have. On your marks, get set, go! So this guy, I believe, has 2 civic Pokemon, so I think factoring everything in should be fine with what we have from the start. Let's get with it right away! For some reason, they all talk with fully capitalized letters. So, Sailor Alberto. I will be going into all the battles in depth because, again, there's no point in talking about anything different. So first of all, the level of the Pokemon that you fight here is relative to the highest level Pokemon in your party. In this case, the highest level Pokemon in my party is level 59 because Rogna, Rockley, and Searcher are level 59. So this particular trainer is going to have 2 certain Pokemon. First of all, Feraligatr here. Feraligatr is the final evolution of Totodile, which is the Johto water starter. As for its moveset, I can't really attest to it accurately because, again, it depends on what specific Pokemon you're bringing out. But, of course, you are going to be working with Pokemon that have really good movesets, so do be careful. As for how I want to handle this, I'm going to switch out to Kaiser here. As long as I can get in a good Thunderbolt, we should be fine. The nice thing about these particular battles is I believe the trainers cannot use items, or rather they don't, but you are able to use items in battle, unlike the vast majority of battle facilities. You also have the option to switch out Pokemon should you feel so inclined, and I am actually going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh! Kangaskhan's not messing around. This has Aerial Ace of all things. Oh, it was a speed tie. Let's go. That's how we do. And that takes care of that. It's all over. I surrender. Now, we did not get any particular items, EXP, or money from doing this. The way that you want to do this is you need to be all 8 trainers in a row in order to successfully get an item from the battle tower. But that doesn't mean you can't steal things with Thief, like I said before. Gonna switch out to Searcher here. I think we should be fine against these particular guys, Pokemon. Poison is just so awful, isn't it? Yep, it sure is. So, Bugcatcher Brandon is going to be battling. He's going to be starting off with Beedrill. Again, it's always going to be level 59 because Searcher is level 59. Oh, this Beedrill's not messing around. So this Beedrill has Double Team, which can be a bit of a problem. Fortunately, if it really comes down to it, I can always use Scyther's Aerial Ace to bypass this issue. But I'm hoping that if I can just get one good Flamethrower in, it should be able to knock out Beedrill, because Beedrill does not have very good stats, as we've alluded to many times before. Okay, so that takes care of that. And now it's going to be sending out Yanma. I'm very not worried, because no matter what level Yanma is, it knows Hypnosis. Can Yanma learn Hypnosis? Hold up. I'm gonna check this while we try to get Searcher to wake up here. Come on, Searcher, I know you can do it. Searcher, come on! Oh my god. Thank you, Searcher. My goodness. Yeah, no, it does learn Hypnosis. To be fair, Yanma does learn Hypnosis level 23. Huh? Our poison didn't work? You didn't poison me! You put me to sleep! Alright, sorry for the cut there. I decided to heal between fights. Now we have this guy here. Let's have an explosion party. Please do not do what I think you're about to do. Well, I know what he's about to do. Juggler Jarrett would like to battle. He's going to be starting off with Weezing, level 59, as always. I anticipate, based on his expression, that he is going to be using Explosion, which is why I sent out Searcher to start things off. Hopefully we can just deal with it with Flamethrower, but if not, then I will do what I need to make up for the difference. Oh, Weez was burned. Let's go. That Sludge Bomb's not going to be doing anything. Except for poisoning me, of course! Every time! I swear! Every time! Like, I can't get lucky once! Okay. So, just to save myself a little bit of time, I'm going to switch to Ragna here. And he's going to be sending out Execute as his last Pokemon, and we're just going to Fury Cutter and destroy it. Oops. That is strange. It should have dealt a lot more damage. I mean, I guess to be fair, Fury Cutter is at its base power, so it still has to really get going before it gets going. Oh, man, okay. It's annoying. Alright, well, you know what? Credit where it's due. This Execute is hanging in there. I imagine it has a very defensive effort value set up. You've got to be kidding me. Like, I swear, these Pokemon have to, like, all have Serene Grace. Because, like, every secondary effect, like, not that it would increase the odds of me being fully paralyzed, but seriously, my luck is not good today. Okay. Nice self-destruct there. You're perfect. You have nice placement of exclamation marks. Anyway, let's heal real quick. All right, so next up we have a youngster here who may create some problems. Ahaha! You're not going anywhere! I love the way they talk. It's so funny. Okay, so I'm gonna risk it here. Oh no, that's a problem. So Primeape just used Swagger. And that sharply boosts Rodna's attack. That's a problem. Okay, let's just try to use Aerial Ace. Oh my god, Overheat Mist. Come on, Ragna. You can take advantage of it. Come on! Oh my god, why? I swear to god, everything that can go bad is going bad. Okay. It's not like I can't revive it. It's not that big of a deal, but like, really? Like, it's a perfect storm of failure. Oh, Seismic Toss. That's interesting because it's actually more devastating the higher your level you bring in. Just gonna have Gully Wash deal with this Primeape for now. Oh! Has a Citrus Berry. Okay, so there's Primeape. Now he's going to be sending out Slowbro. I would have used Ragna, but Ragna's out. So we're going to let Raitoshi handle this. There is a good chance that this Slowbro might know Earthquake, but I have to just kind of work with what life gives me. But first, do you have something for me to take? Nope, but it does no Flamethrower. That was not the move I was expecting you to use, but that's the beautiful thing about Slowbro. You never know what it's going to do next. Aw, oh, man. Oh, no. It just got taken out by the burn. Oh, that hurts. What? But are you safe? I was told I was allowed to take their stuff. Excuse me? Do berries not count as held items? Alright, whatever. Hiya! Done in totally. Alright, let me heal again. Alright, we gotten that taken care of, and now let's proceed upwards to our next little guy here. I say little guy, but my Pokemon are scary strong. Well, he is not lying. So Camper Joey actually does have some decently powerful Pokemon here. So he has Nidoking to start off. Thank God I did not bring out something that would be weak to Earthquake. But unfortunately, you're in the King's house, my friend, and that means you have to go. Just use 2 Earthquakes in a row. Well, at least you're predictable. As much as I would have liked to have a Kaiser off, I'm not confident that I'd be able to out-Kaiser that Kaiser, so instead, we're going to bring out Searcher for this, because I actually want to deal with his Tauros effectively. Does he not have Intimidate? Oh, no, there we go. My Intimidate just went off first because mine is better. So Tauros level 59, it has Intimidate for the ability, and it also has Earthquake. If I can get off a burr, that'd be really nice. Yes! That's really good. Searcher may be able to survive between the Intimidate and the burn. Yeah, it does! Searcher, you're the best. Nicely handled, my friend. Your Pokemon are way too strong. Well, I also outnumber you. Up 6-2, but that is irrelevant. All right, now we have just a few more. Now, this next one is actually relatively easy compared to the other two, so I'm gonna put Rock Lee in the front for this one. I am pretty happy with that, with my toughness. I am not happy seeing you out of water, dude. It's like you're in a building. It's like, put some clothes on. Anyway, Swimmer Brayden has Dunsparce. You will always have Dunsparce, and Dunsparce is terrible. So we're going to destroy it. Oh, it actually managed to take a hit. Oh no, it knows Yawn. That's annoying. Go away. Alright, I'm going to switch out Rock Lee so that way it does not fall asleep, and we're going to bring out Raitoshi. So, the new Pokemon that he is bringing out, this is actually an interesting thing. So, this Pokemon is Politoed. Now, you're probably wondering, what's Politoed? Is he related to Poliwhirl? Yes, he is. So, Politoed is an evolution of Poliwhirl that is only obtainable, again, after the main story. If you were to trade away a Poliwhirl that does no Earthquake. If you were to trade away a Poliwhirl that is holding a King's Rock held item, which is relatively rare, but if you do that, it'll evolve into Politoed, and you'll be able to get this instead of getting Poliwrath. So this is one of the relatively easier trainers by comparison. You shocked me out of happiness. That is the second time I've had shock puns unintentional. Okay, so that takes care of that. Again, the fact that you're able to just restore your Pokemon after the fight is absolutely ridiculous. Then we're going to go ahead and keep Rock Lee in the lead for now because the next few trainers are not going to be any harder. They're actually going to be even easier. I am a thief. Give me something. I don't want to give you anything. Although I actually will try to take something. What? Okay, that's right. I forgot to mention. So you're probably thinking that this Meowth looks a little bit different. And that's because there is a good chance that one of the trainers that you will end up fighting in here will have a shiny Pokemon. This is a Pokemon of a different color. It is incredibly difficult for you to find a shiny Pokemon in the wild, but here, more likely than not, one of the trainers that you will end up fighting will have a shiny Pokemon. In this case, he has a shiny Meowth. I'm glad I'm able to finally show a shiny Pokemon in some capacity, even if it can't be mine. What the? Okay. Fake out's a move that always goes first, causes you to get flinched. Oh! This Meowth is doing a substitute strat. Interesting. At least this Meowth is trying to live up to its durability. What? Alright, please. Okay, there we go. Well, there goes our shiny Meowth for the day. And he's got such a Chansey. I want to try to thief this Chansey because I think that it'll have something really nice for us. I could be wrong. Nope. I was very wrong. Okay, we need to switch in a different Pokemon now. Chansey is going to try to take advantage of Minimize to offset the fact that it can't take physical attacks for Beans. Unfortunately, Ragna's Aerial Ace is guaranteed to hit no matter how high its evasiveness goes. So that takes care of Chansey and Burglar Jack. Eek! I am sorry, I surrender! I'll say it before I'll say it again. I love the way these guys talk. We have one more trainer to fight, and so I'm going to restore Rock Lee. And that should do it. I want something in return. Guys, it's so funny to me to do these. Okay, Pokemon Breeder Lily. She's going to be sending out Togepi. You haven't had an opportunity to talk about Togepi as of yet, but I imagine that we will be able to do so in the near future. But for the time being, it needs to go. Fortunately, Togepi is not a fairy type in this game, which means it just has bad stats and bad moves, probably. Its other Pokemon, on the other hand, Snorlax, that, okay, well, I didn't mean to go for Brick Break again, but I guess it's not a bad thing to use. Okay, well, you know what, Rock Lee? You know what's best. You got a critical hit Brick Break. I'm never gonna question you again, my guy. Good for you. I need something in return. Okay, well, that takes care of that. That's all 8 trainers, so what's up top? This guy here. Hello, I'm the owner of this tower. How the sky soars above this rooftop. The crest of the winds up here. It's all so perfect. The way you battled, it too was perfection. This is for you. You obtained the upgrade. We've already received an upgrade before, but this is another upgrade that you were able to get from the tower. Oh, stupendous. It's marvelous how you've come up here so quickly. The fact is, you've done it in record time. I'll have your record posted at the reception counter. What I would like to see is a better time out of you. I'm counting on you. Until then, farewell. Interesting. He's a relatively unique trainer sprite that's not used anywhere else, and he's just kind of there. You don't actually battle him at all. Alright, and that is it. If we look over here, we can see our total time. 22 minutes is not bad. It definitely could be faster if I wasn't so big about healing, but, you know, it is what it is. Now, I'm not going to go over every single mode because I don't have an unlimited amount of time, and I'm guessing you guys don't want me to do 2 mega long episodes of battling, because trust me, it does not get easier from here. But to kind of break down the other modes, double mode is essentially the same as single mode, except that double mode is double battles. So instead of fighting one trainer with 2 Pokemon, you fight 2 trainers that each have 1 Pokemon at the same time. And while I could go over what those Pokemon are, I think it's best that you guys leave it to your imagination for now. But if you do complete double mode successfully, you will get a Dragon Scale. Now, a Dragon Scale is another item that you can use to evolve a certain Pokemon. In this case, if you give it to Seadra and then trade it away, Seadra will evolve into Kingdra, which is the Pokemon that I alluded to before. If we do Knockout mode, it works a little bit differently. So Knockout mode are battles where you tackle 3 trainers, one after the other, with no healing time between battles. And so for each floor, you have to fight 3 trainers that each have a certain Pokemon. And some of the trainers are relatively easy, others are pretty difficult. And the last 3 trainers that you do in Knockout mode all have pretty good Pokemon, even though they only each have 1 Pokemon. And then Mixed mode, the final mode, it's a combination of all the previous modes. So you get a mix of situations where you're battling either 1 trainer that has 2 Pokemon, or 2 trainers that have 2 Pokemon, in which case you'll do double battles. There's a bit of Knockout where the 6th and the 8th floors have 3 trainers they have to fight in a row. So it's a nice little mix of everything. Again, what you encounter from each trainer is relatively fixed. The only meaningful difference is what level you find them at. And it can be worth it. Now, I neglected to bring out what items they have. So knockout mode will provide you a metal coat, which we've already obtained, and mixed mode will enable you to obtain a King's Rock, which you can use with a handful of Pokemon to evolve into other Pokemon by trading them away. Again, these are all items that you use to evolve essentially Gen 1 Pokemon into Gen 2 Pokemon via trading, but that is not really something that I'm going to be able to demonstrate. So I think we're going to leave this here, and next time on Pokemon Fire Red, we're going to leave the Trainer Tower and we are going to head south of the Sevii Island town and see what lies there. But if you guys want me to come back here at a later point to do more of the Battle Tower just to kind of show off the amazingness of my team against the challenges that they provide, let me know in the comments. But either way, I'll see you guys then.